Welcome to ECNTRADE Daily Video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration.
Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you very much for joining me. Well, as you can see, the trend line for the Australian dollar is still intact, even though we've had two challenges to the upside and two failed challenges to the top side. It is assessed from this hanging man, and also the fact is that the mixed RSI to the flat MACD does give certain implications that the market will probably test the downside and now looks towards a support level of 71.45. A break beneath there will give further scope down to 70.85. There's still a lot of work to do, but if we see these two levels taken out, then it does reinstate the downside to 69 cents. While we keep getting failed attempts to the upside at least twice, and it would be the third time, and we might see the market test eventually lower from the continuation of rejections. Well, as you can see, the euro is still quite persistent in taking the challenge back to 119 after the dollar index, which measures the greenback strength against a basket of 6 major currencies, has fallen back to the 2.5 year lows around 92.48. It is assessed that this is a double top or close to a triple top now as the market pushes close to the top side of this range now, as we're only a handful of points away from 119. I do expect to see further challenges, but failed attempts either from the region of 119.10 to 119.50, and therefore could see the market turn down with a divergence coming in here, and also here does imply we should see a pullback to 116.95. Since the rejection from 104, dollar yen has actually started to peel back a little bit, and nevertheless, the market is now questioning whether are we seeing a risk back to the downside. At present, no, I still feel that this is still in a potential place for a move back to 107 and then lower. However, we get another weaker day into tonight, could see the focus back on 104. We have a tri-star doji, that is grey stone and two hanging men, and therefore the fact is we could see eventually a sharp downturn for the pound. Although it's very persistent at the moment in pushing up, the fact is that this indication will be triggered from a break of 130.30. We've had at least 2.5 attempts at this level, and at present, once we get the confirmation, this would ignite the move down to 127.5. Dollar CAD, well, with the oil rallying overnight, the market is now taking out a level of 132.80. I'm neutral, but I will reassess from around 131.80 to see if the bulls come back. Although gold is very, very persistent in pushing higher, there is still some divergence here. I still am holding to a neutral stance. The reason behind this is because at these levels, extremely high volatility. You may feel that the market can go up, and it has done considerably since 1,960, but we could easily see a 150-point drop in a blink of an eye. So I'd rather not trade this market for now because the risk is just too high. Wrapping up with oil. Well, as you can see, we took a stab to the upside and still remaining above 41.80, and therefore does expect to see further risk towards the upside with the potential target seen around $46 a barrel. The MACD needs to shape up a little bit firmer, but nevertheless, from the pattern that's coming through here, could give further scope to at least $46 and reassess from there. Well, that wraps it for today. Thank you very much for joining me, and as always, look out for the intraday report. Hope you enjoy the great start today and close to the weekend.